Welcome back, everybody, to my 5th time trying to record this video. This morning alone, you can thank my cat for that one, but today we're playing as the tainted version of these characters once again. I know they're very different from the normal variation, but I'm not sure how much. In this version of the character, if you aren't familiar for whatever reason, you kind of just start with Scapegoat and you can blow yourself up. This version, though, seems already to be quite a bit different. Seed, by the way, is going to be D2H4 DRSB. If my cat jumps up here once during this video, it's spray bottle immediately. We have move, yeet, bomb, and drop. I can't shoot. Is it like just like tainted forgotten then? I'm not gonna try hitting the bomb button yet. It will most likely get me hurt. But if I throw you, you're just tainted forgotten then, huh? Different, I'm guessing, in some way, but so far it looks... That guy doesn't normally explode like that. Okay, so you are a kamikaze tainted forgotten type deal. Can I use you to... I can. So I can use you to blow up tinted rocks, but it also will still deal damage to me. So in those kinds of situations, what you want... Great. What you want to end up doing is luring an enemy over to that rock, and then you're good. It's interesting. It's a pretty cool gimmick, I would say. It reminds me a lot of the hot potato challenge, but like the best parts of that challenge, not the really annoying parts, like it taking me several tries to get done on like my first. And okay, I hurt myself there. I didn't feel like I was that close. Maybe I was though. It took a while to beat that challenge for me. I will admit, but hopefully this ends up being just a tad bit easier. That would be super nice. But what I wanted to say starting off in this video, because I forget if I said it in my last video, it's a different recording session today from the last video. I think that the Aaron one was the last one to go up, but it's a different session today, so I kind of forget if I mentioned this or not in the last video. But the Twitch Plays Isaac, edited cool epic video is now out on the main channel. Go watch that if you want, because my main audience over there are not big Isaac fans, so it's probably not going to do super well, but I still want people to watch it because I put a lot of time into it. So if you have any time in your day, it's like 15 minutes long. It's probably one of my better Isaac videos. The humor style is much more akin to what the final 4-player episode was like than anything else. And I feel like with that video coming out, does this take my Devil Deal chance away? It does not. Okay, cool. How many red rooms are there in this area? A single red room. Okay, we can wait on this Soul of Cain then, because I don't want to just use it to access the shop in the item room. I think I'd rather just for fun find the red room with it, so we'll try that first. But I think with that, how did that hit me, dude? I think with that video, it's kind of a good place to say, like, I'm satisfied and I think fully done with edited Isaac stuff for the foreseeable future. There's not many places I can see myself pushing the genre anymore. I feel like I've done a lot with Isaac already. Between speedruns of the game, challenges, random streaks, Eden streaks, geez, what else? There's mods, of course. I think I already said speedruns before as well. It's like I've taken the genre a lot of different and unique places. I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but I feel like what's been done with Isaac already in terms of what I've done and what other people have done, almost every single conceivable way to make content for the game has kind of been found. And I'm satisfied leaving it where it is because I can brainstorm like 2 more ideas that I might do in the future for Isaac. One of them is not necessarily Isaac, it's just it revolves around the game, but it isn't the game. And the other one's like a speedrun history, which for this game wouldn't work very well because it's random. There's no strategies that have really been found to speed things up. It's quite possibly just you know what? Yeah, that was a good play. And look at that. It's quite literally ooh, almost spun. Just like I could maybe do it on the seeded runs and how the strategy and the seeds were found for those, but I think that wouldn't even really be that interesting compared to a normal game's world record history. So with that, I think it's like people are still doing, Dead God speedruns and all that, and I just don't see those as necessarily being like super new, if that makes sense. I mean, getting Dead God but doing it fast, it's all random. It's just like, I don't know. I don't really, in my taste, I don't find it that entertaining. I do want this though. So, you know, it's a bittersweet feeling, but I think Isaac has really gone everywhere it can go. Maybe you can do some stuff that's like, you know, making Isaac in Scratch or whatever, but that's most likely already been done by somebody else. Oh, credit card is such a unique pull for right now. Ace of Spades, Stars, and Empress. I'll just take this normally. There was a reverse card in the shop. Sure, I mean, whatever. That was huge. That was like the best play I could have made right there. Is there anything I want to reroll? I think we're just good to move on down. Yeah, sure, we can go downpour. We have the golden key for it. But if you guys have any ideas for like stuff you want to see with Isaac, I mean, let me know. But I feel like I've brainstormed a bunch of Isaac stuff. That was my job for a period of time. It still kind of is. It's like a quarter of my income. But yeah, I feel like if there was anything that was worth making at this point in the game's lifespan, Repentance and Afterbirth and all of that combined, I'd be surprised if it hasn't already been done, if it's worth doing. So, farewell to edited Isaac and content like that for a while. You know, I'm sure when Isaac 2 comes out in 17 and a half years, we'll find some way to switch that formula up once again. But for the meantime, it was a good ride. I'm going to be doing this streak for, you know, the foreseeable future, obviously. I'm not going to stop doing that. I mean, it's fun just to sit down, talk about random things and my thoughts around them, and then call it a day. But I think the putting the effort into the content for Isaac, I mean, there are people doing really, really well just posting like streak runs, but they're like 10 minutes long and have quirky music in the background. That's great. I don't find much joy in making that. I feel like this channel is much more geared to like a podcasty feel, where it's like I'm just gonna talk about stuff, whereas like videos like that are just for like, that is the whole channel, is like every day is like a 10-minute Isaac run. But they get views, so they're doing the right thing, it looks like. I just don't have the effort or drive to want to edit down Isaac videos anymore. I did that for a period of time. There were a good like 10 streak episodes in a row where I tried to make them more streamlined, where it was like, hey, you know, I had visual aids for what I was talking about. The runs were much shorter. There was like unique music in the background for some of them too. But I kind of just forgot to keep doing that, and also it was just kind of like draining. I don't have the time necessarily. So do you take red hearts if I use you as a bomb? It's a good question. You do. That's pretty good for us, actually. So we can do this, and then we can do this, and walk in here, and get, oh, baby, pentagram. I wanted to wait to grab that in case we get a second item and do a restock thing, but I feel like pentagram's just good enough on its own. I hate this fight with this character. This is not going to go well for us. I'm really, really fast, though, is the positive thing. And who's next? Oh, yeah, it's you, huh? You're going to die in, like, 3 seconds. Goodbye. I hope I get actual damage as this character. It's not just, like, a stagnant bomb damage the entire run. It would be cool if my damage actually went up with damage upgrades and not just bomb effects. We're going to hope, though. Okay? I feel like it does. It'd be crazy if it didn't, right? Because you can scale bomb damage with, like, Epic Fetus and things of that nature. My nose is very itchy. I apologize. Let's keep going on down. But I don't like that middle ground. I don't like the middle ground of, like, this is a thing that I recorded or streamed, and I'm just going to cut out, like, half of it and then do some zooms. I like stuff that's either fully laid back and podcasty, a little bit lazy, if you will, too, or, like, something that's a huge project with, like, a script and you know, like a purpose that is predetermined, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, for example, obviously Summoning Salt's like world record history videos. They're scripted, they're predetermined, it's a team working on it and stuff like that. I've done my own in that same variation before. It's got to be either or for me. And I'm not saying for everybody. I'm saying, like, in terms of my what I like and what I like making and like watching in content, it's got to be, you know, one or the other. I do like stream highlights, you know, for certain topics, but the topic has to be not just X game. My map is freaking out. For example, Small Ant has like a Mario Odyssey hide and seek thing. It's a mod for the game that changes what you're watching. You know, I could sit down and I could watch an Isaac run that's like 10 minutes long, but if it's just Isaac and it's nothing else on top of it, like no extra modifier or mod, I'd rather just see the whole run, I think. Where am I going? Am I lost? No, I just didn't check the most obvious door in existence. So that's kind of my reasoning for not sticking with the edited version of the streak. I legitimately could still, like, take my runs and then just not talk for half of it and only put in, like, me picking up the item and then put some funny meme effects in there, and probably get, like, twice the views that I get and not much more. So, because people are here to, I think, just listen. You know, people say they fall asleep to these. They're like, oh, great. They should really think about that a little bit more. That's happened to me once in the other run, and now here. I feel like that's a bit of a small oversight. Because you can't fly as this character. And there's no, like, Tainted Forgotten recall. That's huge for us. That is ginormous. Thank you, game. I will wait to pop it because the floor is probably already mostly over here. But I don't know. I think if I didn't have the main channel going on, I could do like once a week. We just, if I didn't have the main channel, we would probably still have like a 4-player or co-op run happening once a week that was more edited down and funny. I still think the 4-player, like this situation, you're just screwed. That's very unfortunate. Wow, that's yes, please. We can do boom, and I'll just do this right away and get the extra heart container, and then we're good to go. But like the final 4-player episode, I think it's called like modded 4-player Isaac is too much or some shit. That is like the content that I think Isaac creators should be striving for. It's like what Lonslow does too. It's just 4 random dudes in a call hanging out, playing some Isaac with the comedy revolving mostly around the people and not the game. I think that's like the ideal Isaac content. And I am doing, if you guys are not aware, a lot of the 4-player file members and we do like a different game playthrough together on Twitch every once in a while. We're doing Terraria right now, which has been in the works for a while. We're not far into the game. We're just about to enter hard mode, I think is the way you'd say that. For Terraria players, but like we still do that over there, and it's so much fun. I mean, just hey, the content is fun when you're having fun, and I have fun playing Isaac solo, but I wouldn't have fun doing the editing if that makes sense. To put it all in one cohesive statement here, I want to have fun editing the video. I want to have fun playing out the game that the video is a part of, and whatever else. I want to do one more combat room. If I picked up a bomb, that was really strange. Oh, bombs heal you. I totally forgot about that. We could just do this and try to find the secret room. Don't really care for magician card. I want to find this so that I can get an eternal heart for next floor, if possible. Though it looks like the secret room is nowhere to be found. Oh yeah, that'll probably happen, huh? Nope, it's not there. It's not there. My HP is getting way too low for me to keep doing this. Nothing over here. Okay. I think we just have to move on down and hope that we don't die. I was kind of being a fool with what I was doing. There's HP right there. You know what? That probably fixes most of our issues. Yeah, unfortunate, but it does happen. I guess we go on down here. But I want to do Spelunky 4-player with people who like never played the game before like me. So I think we'll do 4-player or 3-player Spelunky next on the Twitch. We talked about doing, I forget the game. One of them suggested a game we should play, and it was a really good idea, but I have unfortunately forgot already. They told me like yesterday, so that's unfortunate. I think we're gonna do like a Minecraft hardcore server, and it's like if you die, you're out for good with like 10 of us, and then just do that till we beat the Ender Dragon or whatever. I think that could be kind of fun. Even though I know Minecraft is a little bit overdone, I still have a lot of fun with the game. Okay. So, oh no, we're gonna, yeah, okay, we cannot pick that battery up. That was my mistake. I gotta be real careful here, because one bomb explosion will kill me, I believe. You stay put, buddy. This is a dangerous situation for both of us to be in. The speed is so high. It's so hard to move with this. 2+ speed off the bat. You don't normally have 2 speed in this floor. So having 2 speed right now, it's a little bit crazy. I'm killing it with this right now. Great. There goes our duality. It's really hard to not take red heart damage as his character. It's very, very difficult. I'm playing fast and loose, obviously, but we can actually make a play here. That was actually really, really good. We can do the same thing with the other battery in a quick second here as well. I would like to get flight to avoid any soft locks, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to save my restock machine for an angel room with a key piece because we have duality. I think that's the most optimal play to make here. No, I don't think that's like worth it for us either. I think we do a room to get our combat our what 4.5 volt charge back up, and then we leave because we get that back up. We get another really important red heart container. We could also sacrifice. Is that gonna work with this character, Bob's Bladder, one of the strongest trinkets in the game? Wait, I gotta kill this guy first, otherwise I will get stuck behind that rock. Or I can just do that too. That also works, I guess. Let's find out. Oh wait, we have. Oh, we creep below us. We won. This creep does like 40 damage a second, which you'll see in this room. It just shreds through most things. I don't know why it's so strong. You don't see it often. You can't really use it with bombs super effectively. But it is one of these. It is the single strongest creep in the game, not counting obviously Aquarius. It's really, really good. I did a whole video on creep a while ago, which was actually pretty fun to make. That was a long time ago. Speaking of Isaac, you could also do like tier lists, right? But I've done those as well. I did one actually quite recently, the challenge tier list, and that one was pretty fun. Though I don't know if... I don't know if people just like want to watch necessarily Isaac anymore. It's a weird thing to say because there are channels that are doing well, but a game will sometimes lose popularity, and that's it. It's still a fun game to play. It doesn't matter if you don't have to play a popular game. That was the luckiest thing that's ever happened to me. Speaking of luck. What? Can I like... I guess I want to push him out of bounds. I don't think I can, though. No, it's not going to happen. I play Lego games. Like, they're not popular. They're not, like, currently popular, and the past ones certainly aren't super popular anymore. People remember them fondly, right? Like, that's for sure. I mean, they got a really diehard fan base, but, I mean, come from the guy that's playing games like that for a living. I feel like I'm at least entitled to my opinion of, like, a game being popular in content does not mean it's popular with a player base, and vice versa. You know, a game could do really shitty on YouTube but still have like a really strong player base. I'm not going to deny that. But when it comes to Isaac, it ran its course very naturally, if that makes sense. Okay, so we do this. Okay, wonderful. We're lacking a bit in the HP, but that's fine. We can just move on down to our next floor and be cool here. Half and half on a win right now. This character's very dicey, I feel like. Excuse me. But Isaac ran its course very naturally. Like, it had a really... How did that hit me? I think the explosion is like the actual size of a bomb, but it's when it, like, for example, when it impacts an enemy, it's not really in the same tile as that enemy. So the explosion is like one tile closer to you than you would expect, I think is what's happening. Okay, yeah, I'm being a fool right now. This is all on me, by the way, but still.